With the slidable widget we can swipe and then they will show some actions and they will stay open. And I have also made another video about the dismissible, so if you want to watch this video, then you see that we can dismiss the whole widget, so we slide to the right and it will disappear. And here what we will today implement is different, so we have here every time this open and you need to click again. I will link this dismissible video under this video in the description box, and let's get started with the slidable example. So what we want to build here is a list view with some sheds. We have an avatar, a username, a message, and then we want to swipe to the left and right and then have different actions. For this video we will take the Flutter Slidable package, and so make sure that you put it inside of your dependencies, and then we can get started in our main file. So we get started with this list view here, some separation, and now we want to build the list tiles first of all. And therefore I go here and create a list of our shed data, and then every time I have here this individual object of our shed. And if you want to see also the data, you see that we have here some shed objects with 3 properties: message, username, and URL avatar. And now we simply create here, instead of this container, a list tile. And inside of this method we want to create a list tile, and there we add some padding to both sides. And we also add here this rounded image at the beginning, so we add it to the leading property. And then we put here our URL avatar from our shed object inside. And then we quickly build also the title, where we put a column inside. And inside of the column we show first of all the username, then some space between, and then the message. And now if I hot reload, we have already this list view here. And now we want to add the functionality to swipe and then have the slidable widget. So we go back here to our item builder in our list view. And here around our list tile, we want to wrap this slidable widget, and I will create a new widget then. And inside of the slidable widget we first of all have this parameter child, and this is our list tile which is going here inside. And this list tile we want to wrap around this slidable, and therefore we set first of all 2 properties which we need to set: the action pane. And we also set here the child property inside of our slidable. And before I can explain this further, I have to implement the actions. So we want first of all to implement here the actions. This will be the left side. And here inside we can place an icon slide action. And there we can put many properties inside. So first of all we can set a caption, we can set a color for this icon. We can set this icon what we want to have, and then we also can add here an on tap handler, so what happens if we press on this icon. And let's also add another one. This is a share icon. And now if I hot reload, you see that if I swipe here we already have these both icons, this archive icon first of all, and then the share icon. And if we try to swipe in the other direction, it doesn't work. And you also have the possibility of adding the actions on the right side. Therefore you call here the secondary action, and here inside you can place the icons inside. So I create here a more icon and a delete icon. And if I hot reload it, then you can simply go here, and now we need to implement all the actions. And by the way, you can get the whole source code from the first link in the description. And if you want to be more efficient with Flutter, you can also get my course from the second link. And this will be a lifetime investment for you to become a better developer for many years. Before we add the interaction, we want also to look at some more properties which the slidable has. So we also have here this action extend ratio, and there inside we can put a double. And if I do it right now, this is the default value, and this is that every item here takes 25% of the space. And we also can change it here. So we add it, for example, to 0.5. So every item will take 50% of the space of the width. And if you, for example, choose here 10%, so every item will take 10% of the space. I will delete this property again, but you can set it in your project if you like. And another thing to mention is that you also can change here this action panes. And if you go to the plugin side, you also see what the actions panes are doing. So you need to scroll a little bit down, and then you see we have here different panes which you can use. And every time they look a little bit different, so you can try out how the swiping gesture should look like. And you can then just copy this one and put it inside of this action pane. So you just replace this name here. Now to add the functionality, if we click here on one of these items, therefore we first of all create a new enum. And here we put all the actions inside which we have. So we have on the left side archive and share, and on the right side more and delete. And then here under it we want to create a function where we have our slidable action inside. So we want to give the slidable action which we have selected to the outside world, and then we can change there the functionality what should happen if we click on one of these items. And therefore you set here this onDismissed function, and then you add the slidable action which is suitable. So in this case we want to set here the slidable action to archive, because this is the archive action. And we do the same thing for the other ones. So here we put a share inside, then we also put here a more inside for more, and we also do this for the last one, we put here the delete inside. And now this widget is done, and we can add the functionality what should happen if we click on these buttons outside of this widget. And now for the slidable widget we implement the onDismissed, and here we get every time the action back. So we get exactly this action here back. And on this one we want to decide what should happen, and we will do this in another function. And inside of this function we put first of all the context, the index and the action inside. So the index will be responsible to identify the item of our items list, so to get the right item. And the action is what is clicked here, and the context is later needed to display a snack bar. And then we want to call here on the items the remove@, method, and we simply want to remove the index. So this is the selected item here, and we want to remove it from the list, and then it will be not anymore inside. And therefore we also want to call the setState so that the UI gets refreshed. So if I go here to the right side and then I click here on delete, then you see the item is deleted, but we also get here an error. And here, because I forgot to change here this item count, so good that I see it right now. So we also need to put here items.length inside, and now this error should be away. So I try it here again and I delete it, and everything works fine. And now inside of this method you can also call here the switch action. So we want to go over all of our actions, and then you can choose here every case what should happen on each case. And in my case I will simply show the snack bar, and inside I put a message that the chat has been archived, because this is the archive action. And I will also do this for the other actions here, that the chat has been shared, that we selected more, and that the chat has been deleted. And now if we try this out, if I click here on delete, then you see that this action is going here inside of the delete function and also shows the right snack bar. And we also can do this with other actions with archive, and it says chat has been archived. And basically what will happen later is that you put here your functionality inside what should be executed.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel here to get the latest news about Flutter, and see you soon. Bye!